The Emerald Hills of Owari province in the mid-16th century cradled a land teetering on the brink of chaos and creation. This was Japan's Sengoku period, the age of warring states. Hungry warlords like wolves circled their territories, vying for dominance. It was into this turbulent, beautiful world that a girl named Oichi was born in 1547. Her father was Oda Nobunaga, a formidable figure who carved his destiny through shrewd alliances and military might. But it was her elder brother, the ambitious and revolutionary Oda Nobunaga, who would cast the longest and most dramatic shadow over her life. Oichi's early years were spent within the relative comfort of her family's castle. She likely learnt the arts of a noblewoman, calligraphy, poetry, and the delicate dance of courtly etiquette. But even within these sheltered walls, the whispers of war and the ever-present threat of rival clans were an undeniable undercurrent. To a non-Japanese audience, it's crucial to understand a key concept of this era, pronounced EA. This wasn't just a family in the modern sense. The IE was a powerful, single unit whose honor and survival were paramount. Oichi was born not just as an individual, but as a vital thread in the intricate tapestry of the Oda family's ambitions. Her purpose was not her own, it was to serve the Ai. Her brother Nobunaga was unlike anyone else. He was a strategic genius, but also a ruthless visionary who defied tradition. Stories of his eccentricities, his disdain for formal rituals, his wild attire, spread far and wide. He was a force of nature, and Oichi, his beloved younger sister, was tethered to this unpredictable storm. The peaceful life she knew was a fragile illusion, a delicate cherry blossom in the path of an approaching hurricane. The stability of her home, her very existence, was dependent on her brother's relentless quest for power. For Oichi, her noble birth was both a blessing and a curse. It gave her a life of privilege, but it also made her a valuable commodity. Her beauty and bloodline were not her own. They were assets to be used in the deadly game of power that Nobunaga was playing. A strategic marriage, a bond that could forge a critical alliance, was the greatest weapon a noble family possessed. And Oichi, a princess of the Oda clan, was destined to become the ultimate pawn. Little did Oichi know that her lineage, the very blood that flowed through her veins, would soon make her a key player in this deadly game. Her beauty, her noble birth, these would become both her greatest assets and her most dangerous liabilities. What fate awaited the sister of the rising demon lord? The year is 1564. To secure his burgeoning power and protect his eastern flank, Oda Nobunaga orchestrates a political masterstroke, a strategic marriage for his beloved younger sister, Oichi. Her groom, Azai Nagamasa, the young and respected lord of Omi province. This union was a public spectacle, a beacon of hope for stability in a fractured land. For Oichi, this was her primary purpose fulfilled, the preservation and advancement of her Ai, her family. Leaving her childhood home for the Azai domain was a journey into a new, uncertain world. Oichi's marriage to Nagamasa is often romanticized, and for good reason. By all accounts, their relationship was more than a mere political arrangement. They developed a deep bond, a genuine affection that blossomed amidst the turmoil of the Sengoku period. Oichi bore him 3 daughters, and for a time, it seemed as if their corner of Japan might truly know peace. This was an era where such unions were the bedrock of power. Alliances were fragile, often sealed with a marriage, and just as easily shattered by a blade. Their marriage was a delicate contract, built on the shifting sands of war. But Nobunaga's ambition was a relentless tide. His quest for unification demanded the subjugation of all rivals, even those who were once allies. His campaign against the Asakura clan, ancient allies of the Azai, forced Nagamasa into an impossible choice. The cultural weight of loyalty and honor, a core tenet of the samurai code, compelled him to side with the Asakura. This decision, a matter of principle and tradition, shattered the fragile peace and plunged Oichi into a profound and agonizing conflict of her own. Caught between her loyalty to her powerful brother and her love for her husband and children, Oichi's position became unbearable. The unwritten law of a noblewoman was to prioritize her husband's family, but the bond she shared with Nobunaga was undeniable. This internal struggle, this clash of loyalties, would define her actions in the days to come. As Nobunaga's forces marched on the Asakura, Nagamasa stood defiant. The alliance was broken. The once peaceful lands of the Azai became a battleground, with Oichi at its very heart. In the chaos of war, she made a fateful decision, one that would forever bind her to the tragic destiny of her husband and her clan. What message did she send to her brother, hidden within a seemingly innocent gift? And what were the devastating consequences of this act of loyalty and despair? The year 1573 saw the devastating siege of Odani Castle. As Nobunaga's forces closed in, Azai Nagamasa, with his father, chose to commit seppuku, a ritual suicide. For a samurai facing certain defeat, it was considered an honorable end, a final act of preserving one's dignity. Oichi and her young daughters, however, were spared by Nobunaga's decree. This act, while seeming merciful, placed Oichi in an incredibly difficult position, a living testament to the brother she had once defied and the husband she had tragically lost. The stark contrast between Nagamasa's adherence to honor and Nobunaga's ruthless pragmatism was a wound that Oichi would carry forever. Returning to the Oda domain, Oichi lived for nearly a decade in a quiet, secluded existence. It was a period of grieving and reflection, a stark contrast to her earlier life as a political pawn. But a political storm was brewing, one that would once again tear her life apart. In 1582, the course of Japanese history was violently altered by the assassination of Oda Nobunaga. His death created a power vacuum, and the war for succession began. Oichi, the sister of the late great unifier, once again became a valuable asset. Her hand in marriage was sought by Shibata Katsuie, a loyal retainer of her brother and a key player in the succession struggles. For Oichi, this second marriage was likely a matter of necessity, a means of survival and a way to protect her daughters in a new, turbulent era. She was a mother now, and her choices were no longer just her own. This new life with Katsuie was her second act, a chance to find a semblance of stability in a world that offered none. However, Katsuie's ambitions clashed with those of another rising star, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, who had also served under Nobunaga. A cunning and brilliant general, Hideyoshi was rapidly consolidating power, and Katsuie saw him as a threat to the Oda legacy. The ensuing conflict plunged Japan into further turmoil, and Oichi found herself once again on the losing side of a monumental power struggle. The siege of Kitanosho Castle in 1583 marked the final tragic chapter of her life. Trapped within the burning castle, facing certain defeat, Oichi was given an opportunity to escape with her daughters. But in a final act of loyalty, and perhaps a desire to finally find peace after a life of relentless turmoil, she made a choice that sealed her fate. What was her final decision in the face of overwhelming despair? And what legacy would she leave behind in her dramatic final moments? The flames of Kitanosho extinguished not only the life of Shibata Katsuie, but also that of Oichi. Her death in 1583 marked the end of a life relentlessly tossed by the currents of ambition and war. Yet, the story of Oichi did not end with her demise. A mother's final act of love and preservation ensured that her three daughters, whom she had sent to safety before her own tragic end, would carry her lineage forward. These girls, often referred to as the Three Princesses, would each navigate the treacherous political landscape of the Azuchi Momoyama period. Their lives inextricably linked to the legacy of their mother and their powerful uncle, Oda Nobunaga. The eldest daughter, Chacha, later known as Yodo Dono, would go on to become a consort of Toyotomi Hideyoshi, the very man who had defeated her stepfather. She bore Hideyoshi's heir, Toyotomi Hideyori, and wielded immense power from behind the scenes, becoming one of the most influential women of her time. Her life, marked by both great authority and ultimate tragedy, became a dramatic echo of her mother's, culminating in the siege of Osaka Castle. The other two daughters, Ohatsu and Oeo, also played significant roles in shaping the future of Japan. Ohatsu married a powerful daimyo, Kyogoku Takatsugu, and served as a crucial bridge between the Toyotomi and Tokugawa clans during a time of immense conflict. Ueyo, the youngest, married into the Tokugawa family, becoming the official wife of the second Tokugawa shogun, Hidetada. Her lineage would go on to form the foundation of the long-lasting Tokugawa shogunate. While Oichi herself did not directly rule or lead armies, her influence was undeniable. She was a crucial link in the intricate web of political marriages that shaped the Sengoku period. Her personal tragedies, born with a quiet strength, resonated with the people and added a layer of human drama to the grand narratives of warring lords. She became a symbol of the delicate balance between duty, love, and survival in a brutal era. Her existence, though often a pawn's, served a purpose far beyond herself. Though her life was marked by loss and ended in tragedy, Oichi's legacy lived on through her powerful daughters, who in their own ways continued to shape the destiny of Japan. Her story serves as a powerful reminder of the human cost of ambition and the enduring strength of the female spirit amidst the turmoil of history. The life of Oichi, viewed through the lens of centuries, offers profound insights into the enduring complexities of human existence. Her story vividly illustrates the constraints placed upon women of noble birth in feudal societies, where their primary role was often to serve as strategic pieces in the intricate game of political alliances. Oichi was a pawn, albeit a beautiful and influential one, whose personal desires and loyalties were often secondary to the ambitions of the men around her. She was a means to an end, a fragile bridge built between powerful clans. Yet, within these constraints, Oichi displayed remarkable resilience and strength. Her life was defined by impossible choices. She was caught between her familial duty to the Oda clan and her love for her husband and children in the Azai. She was a woman grappling with profound moral dilemmas, forced to make decisions in a world where survival came at a steep price. Her unwavering loyalty, even when it led to her demise, speaks volumes about the values and expectations of her time. She was not a warrior with a sword, but a survivor with an unshakable spirit. Oichi's life also serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of war and political ambition. Her story is interwoven with sieges, betrayals, and the violent deaths of those she loved. It underscores the fragility of peace and the devastating impact of conflict on individuals and families. The grand narratives of power-hungry warlords and legendary battles often overshadow the quiet suffering of those caught in the crossfire. By examining Oichi's experiences, we can gain a deeper understanding of the brutal realities faced by those who lived through the Sengoku period. The powerful legacy she left behind through her daughters, each a significant figure in their own right, highlights another key lesson. While Oichi was a victim of circumstance, her enduring spirit and the choices she made allowed her daughters to not only survive, but thrive. They went on to shape the future of Japan, carrying her memory and influence through generations. It's a testament to the fact that even in a world that sought to control her destiny, a part of Oichi lived on, influencing the course of history through the women she raised. Ultimately, the tale of Oichi is a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. Despite the tragic circumstances that defined much of her life, her memory has persisted through centuries. Her story, filled with love, loss, loyalty, and resilience, continues to resonate with audiences today, offering a poignant reflection on the universal themes that bind us together across time. In the fleeting existence of this firefly of the Sengoku period, we find echoes of our own struggles, our own loves, and our own enduring quest for meaning in a world often marked by chaos and change. Her life, though short and tragic, reminds us that even the most fragile light can illuminate the darkness. If this story resonated with you as much as it did with me, please give this video a thumbs up. Your thumbs up helps share these powerful historical stories with more people. Don't miss the next story. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to the channel to enjoy more fascinating stories born from history. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.